This movie made me sad. Welcome to StoopidMovies, where we watch them so you never, ever, ever, never have to.
Today, this week, whatever you want to say, in this moment, recently, currently, we watched C.O.R.N. C.O.R.N. 2021, not rated, 102 minutes long. Directed by Robin Christian, starred Matthias Ward, Kennedy Tucker, Roger Cross, among others. So we were, I guess I should say, I was attracted by the synopsis because it said Halloween. I thought this was going to be a Halloween theme.
Yeah.
It takes place on Halloween.
We love Halloween.
So this movie says it takes place on Halloween. So I'm like, all right. So let's do it. So we get stranded, and we're in the middle of a cornfield because we live in Nebraska. So this felt like home to us. And then we come across a cult in a house that sacrifices people to become taxidermy. What happened in this movie?
I mean, that's about it.
That is about it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Some shit happened there where my brain kind of shut off to protect itself.
We like Halloween.
Yeah.
We like taxidermy? I don't really know anything about it. That's weird.
The gore was... Well, there was a little bit of gore.
A little bit. Not a whole lot.
It was realistic what they had.
Yeah.
That was nice. It was nice to see a little more down-to-earth gore.
Yeah.
You know, no blood fountains or anything.
Right. Yeah, it was... the special effects were fine.
Yeah.
For what we had. There's not a lot, but it looked fine for what it was. I was surprised by the quality of this.
Yeah.
Because going in, like, when I first saw
I said it was going to be horrible.
And I saw it too, and I'm like... Yeah, I mean, I actually like the cover. It's kind of interesting, you know. That's what drew. I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is going to be an ultra low budget, no budget type movie. Is what I anticipated, and it was not.
No, it was well shot.
Yeah.
It was everything was competently done.
Yeah.
You know, angles and sound and lighting and everything was really well done. I actually liked the location.
Oh, I did too.
I mean, being out in the corn, it's always creepy.
I thought that it always creates a good atmosphere and a good setting.
Farmhouse in the cornfield. That's cool. I like that.
Kind of a contained area. That's
Yeah.
That's always fun. They did have a hay rack ride and stuff like that. So, you know, there's hints of the fall.
Yeah. We like
season.
hay racks.
I do like hay racks.
And they did, at the beginning, they did have a haunted corn maze.
Yes. Yeah. Corn maze, hay rack ride. So it does take place on Halloween, which is always fun. Acting wasn't horrible.
No, it was fine.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
I like the concept of... The synopsis says they were a cult. I didn't pick them up as a cult. They didn't read as a cult to me. To me, a cult is they all live together, they all travel together and do this. But this felt more like a group of friends who got together once a year for a party, where they killed people and taxidermied them.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of like that idea of it's not for revenge, there's no sexual component to it.
It's art.
It's art. They're just literally killing people so they can see who's the best taxidermy artist. And then they split up and a year later get back together.
I did like I don't know, I want to say twist, but the reveal towards the end.
The stepfather?
With the stepdad.
Yeah.
Kind of how he was, because he kind of disappears. And then he shows
For
up
most
again.
of the movie, I forgot he existed.
Yeah, me too. And then there he is, and I'm like, oh, he's here to save the day, but there's some other stuff.
When they ran back into him later, I was like, who the fuck is... Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of like that. I didn't really see it coming. Well, we don't like summer.
I like summer.
I know you do.
I like
You're
all the
crazy.
seasons.
What do we not like about corn? I don't like corn when you open it up, take a bite, and there's a worm in there.
Oh, corn worms are the
corn
worst, the little
worms.
green ones.
Yeah, I don't like it when I poop corn.
Crunchy, and yeah, you poop and you see corn there and corn worm crawling around on your poop, and you're like, how did you not digest?
This is not good. So what do we not like about this?
I hated the plot.
Yeah.
I didn't understand most of the plot. It was a mess.
It's convoluted.
Yeah. It's like someone wrote out a really good, clear plot and then took a crap all over it and just smeared it, and whatever words they could find, that was what they kept.
Pacing was far too slow.
Oh.
And it does get pretty boring because things are happening, but there's not a lot of impact to it. There's nothing to get excited about. It's just kind of like, they're turning these people into, what do we call them, the taxidermist system?
Taxidermy corpses.
Yeah, that works. And there's not much for blood or gore.
I would say probably 2/3 of what happened in this movie had no impact on the actual plot of the movie. the weird, creepy goth kid they found. Throwaway.
Yep.
Didn't even need him. Which is too bad, because I thought the actor did a good job.
Right.
But they didn't need the character. It was stupid. It was pointless.
Yeah, a lot of the characters were just kind of throwaway fodder stuff, but there was nothing. It's kind of, you see the aftermath of stuff, and it's like, eh.
I will call out the fact that you don't throw a fucking raver in a corn silo. Those things are metal, man. They amplify sound.
Yep.
It would just be nothing but echo in there, and you'd hear it for like 20 fucking miles.
Yeah, not very smart.
What the fuck? Fuck you.
And there's no Halloween vibe to it. There's no aesthetic. There's no decorations. There's nothing.
Really? If the synopsis didn't say that it was at Halloween, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, no. So it's a dupe, if you ask me.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
You got more?
I mean, just, more blood, gore. That's wasted time. Booze would be nice.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of wasted opportunity, and it just dragged out far too long. I didn't hate it. I will be honest. I didn't hate it, but I did not like it either. This was below average a lot for me. It's maybe if you're being nice, it'd be mediocre, but I wouldn't even say that. It's just boring. It's boring. The characters are stupid, lame. I don't care two craps about any of them. The villains were fine, but I like the idea of the taxidermy thing with people. That was kind of interesting, but it was just dragged out far too long. Nothing happens. There's no Halloween aesthetic. It just gets boring. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the hell is going on half the time. So, no. Nope. I give it a 2 out of 8.
Adam, in his 20s, would have enjoyed the shit out of this movie. For a couple reasons. First of all, it felt, that time period. It would have taken me back to a pretty cool period in my life, and I would have enjoyed it. Adam, who's nearly 40, didn't like it. I didn't hate it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. But it wasn't good. It wasn't fun by any stretch.
I think that's what I was trying to say.
Because a bad movie can still be fun. This wasn't fun. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good.
Just kind of there.
I'm with you. I like the villains. I love the idea of the villains. And the main guy was really creepy. He was cool.
The old guy?
Yeah.
Remind me of Colonel Cochran from Halloween 3.
Shit,
Is what I kept thinking.
I kept thinking Angus Scrim, but I always think Angus
Yeah.
Scrim. I mean, he's just kind of on my mind, like, most of the time. Like, you wake me up at 3 in the morning, like, hey, what do you think about it? Like, on Angus Scrim. I don't know. It was fine. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. I'll never watch it again. I'm with you. 2.5 out of 8. I'm a little higher than you, just because it gave me a bit of a nostalgia boner.
And you said that.
Minutes.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention that it does kind of have that early 2000s vibe to it.
Yeah.
Have you seen C.O.R.N? Let us know in the description or in the comments below. All that. It's currently up on Amazon Prime that you can watch if you have Prime. Anyway, do all that stuff. You can like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Tell your friends, or we're throwing the corn. Head over to Facebook.com/StoopidMovies, Instagram @StoopidMovies, and you can email us at StoopidMovies@Outlook.com.
Hey, you know what? Before we go, take a penis, stick it in the ear of corn, wrap the whole thing in bologna, send a picture of it to Rob.
That sounds horrifying. Not a picnic I want to attend.
Can I taxidermy you after you die?
Sure.
Just have you propped up here with...
That way you can continue doing the show.
Continue to do the show. I'll put like a puppet thing in the back so I can mouth for you.
Exactly.
I'm like, Rob, what'd you think of this movie? I thought it was dumb. It wasn't a real werewolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if I die first, you can do
All
me.
right.
Yeah. It works good either way.